Does this HA Bricks locomotive have the traction to pull out ahead, or does it suffer from wheel slip? Let's find out. Hello everyone! Today we're going to take a look at the Bavarian Class D4 locomotive kit from HA Bricks. This is a model that is aiming to recreate a real-life steam locomotive in LEGO form. This kit is made up of genuine LEGO pieces as well as some specialty bricks from third parties. With the included powered-up motor, this set cost me just over 190 euros plus shipping, which is just over $200 US. In total, there were 369 pieces making this up. Now let's look at the construction of this train. The entire set is designed around the LEGO train motor due to the relative size of the small 040 locomotive as compared to LEGO's relatively large train motors. You may have already noticed that this particular train motor is red as opposed to the traditional black. No, LEGO didn't start making these train motors in red. This is actually a set of included vinyl decals which give this effect. This is really useful for making this train stand out with some bright coloring. The construction of this train undercarriage was fragile during the first few steps of assembly, and there are a lot of studs up and studs to the side that were held somewhat loosely. However, by the 8th step, the train really became very solid. The only item which continues to have some issues with falling off are these steps that lead up to the back of the cab. As you can see, there are these 4 really small red pieces, all held onto a single clip. I have found that when I bump the back of the train, there is a pretty high likelihood that the steps will pop off. However, under normal use, as the train is running around the tracks, or even when I'm putting it on the tracks or connecting up carriages, this is not an issue. Looking at the train cab, we can see these printed windows that are on the front and back. These are nicely done with great attention to detail. If you look closely, each one has details of riveting, and the green color is matched very well with the LEGO brick colors. To me, this piece really looks like a glass portal in LEGO form. The roof of the cab easily comes off, and we get to see the details of the firebox. We get some more printed bricks, this time in the form of the standard LEGO prints that are used as steam gauges. There are many levers and knobs inside this small cab which give that extra bit of detail to the firebox. Looking at the interior, there are some very unique building techniques used to make these very small door panels on the side of the train. Looking at all that is placed into this small location, you would be just surprised to learn that you can actually fit 2 minifigures in the cab. They do stand a little awkwardly if facing inwards. However, if facing outwards and waving to the crowds, they look really good. While no minifigures came with the set, I like having this train engineer from the holiday train lean out of the side and wave to onlookers. I'm glad that HA Bricks designed the kit to have this space. Whether it was intentional or not, this will make the locomotive fit into a world a lot better. In a layout, it will not be some uncrewed ghost train, which could make the layout feel uncanny. The cab of this train also has some high quality vinyl decals which came with this kit. Before I put these on, I felt that the train was pretty basic, just bare green LEGO bricks. However, with them affixed, it gave a great level of detail that really made the train come alive. As we move over to the boiler and tanks, we can see that there are a significant number of pipes and asymmetric details coming off the train. Once again, the level of detail on such a small set is incredible. I think that the gold pinstripes really make the set pop, and it sells the set as a locomotive that came from the late Victorian era. The construction for this segment had a lot of studs on the side construction, as well as studs up and studs down. The only nerve-wracking part of this build was the need to cut some of these plastic tubings to length. These small pipes are used to accent the pipes between the cab and the boiler, and also used to hold on various LEGO elements such as the steering wheel. Coming back around to the wheels, we see that the driving rod is not a LEGO standard piece, but is instead a custom piece that was made by HA Bricks. This is becoming more and more common in the LEGO train community, to have these custom driving rods. I'm very glad that HA Bricks included them with this kit. If these were to have been standard Technic pieces, I don't think I would have looked as nice. Overall, I think this set is really good. HA Bricks was able to pack a lot of details into a small kit which feels very cohesive. So far, I've enjoyed running this locomotive around the track. The locomotive seems to resemble the historical source material very well, and from a playability aspect, it offers many of the features of a standard LEGO train. You can put minifigures in it, you can run it around the track, you can increase the speed higher and higher until it derails. What sets this locomotive apart in my book is that it looks so much more like the real thing than any other set I've seen in brick form. I think the nearest LEGO contemporary would be the Holiday Locomotive. I happen to have one handy. Looking at the two engines side by side, they have very similar color, size, and form. However, the HA Bricks kit looks so much more pleasing to me. It is slightly wider and is a little bit more stout, which makes the overall composition feel better proportioned. With the added brick details on the boiler and the added stickers, there is no competition. I know exactly what locomotive is going to be pulling my holiday train around the tracks this year. HA Bricks usually does only limited runs of their kits, and it is unclear to me if this specific kit or something similar will be available anytime soon. I would suggest checking their social media regularly if you are interested in hearing about when the next batch of kits is entering production. However, if any of their future kits maintain this level of quality and design, I would highly recommend getting them. The kits I have from them will be staying as centerpieces for LEGO setups for years to come. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel. As always, this has been California Bird. See ya.